Da 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 wop wop wop. Campers! I fucking hate them. Phase? What the fuck is this guy doing? See, this is what I'm saying. What the fuck was that? Oh man! This is how they roll. Pro beast. Wow. Da 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 wop 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 wop. Fuck! Now, whenever I split hairs with a game and sort of pick up on things that, you know, when I say the game doesn't run how I want it to run, you know, I expect a certain thing, I expect to be able to play a certain way, and unfortunately I can't play it that way. People generally tend to say to me, you need to adapt, you know, like with Advanced Warfare, you need to adapt, forget everything you know, scratch it all away, and start again. Now, it's good advice, I totally respect that, however, I don't appreciate it. You know, I don't mean from your sense, I don't mean from your comments, I mean I don't appreciate having to change my style of play just to suit a game. I'm a rusher, you know, I consider myself a pub stomper essentially, and that means I like to charge into the enemy spawn and hopefully come out unscathed after I take down a various number of people. But unfortunately, like I say, I have to take people's advice, and that means I've gone all the way back to Modern Warfare 3 and I'm now having to ADS round every single corner for fear of walking into the line of sight of somebody standing behind a bin or a box, or a flattened out car, or a plant pot, or an oversized garden gnome, or anything that's a perfect height for them to just have their little heads popping over the top. And as sure as I'm a tea drinking, crumpets eating bastard, I run straight into their gunfire. The only unfortunate thing is, you know, I just come to expect it. I don't blame the person for standing behind that box. I would have done exactly the same thing, however I just got a little bit too excitable. Now this frustrates me because as much as I liked Modern Warfare 3, I didn't like the fact that every corner I turned I just had to ADS for fear of somebody lying on the floor or, you know, standing behind something. But Treyarch have made this their signature thing where every corner and every corridor has a box or something at the end of it for somebody to stand behind. Call it camping or call it strategy, either way it works, and I find myself doing exactly the same thing. However, the problem I'm finding now after a couple of weeks into Black Ops 3 is that people are starting to heavily camp. You know, I don't mean standing behind a box or a bin or a flattened out car or an oversized garden gnome. I mean people are now sitting in corners and hiding. In fact, even worse, there's a new epidemic. There's a new epidemic about town and there's not a goddamn thing you can do about it until it's too late. And that is water camping. People are now hiding underwater and waiting for you to walk past so they can pop a couple of surprise bullets in your head. Foolishly, you know, you might be the purifier and try to scorch them with flames, and then suddenly you realise, hang on a minute, fire versus water? This is only going to go one way. But in this case, I'm going to highlight two guys in particular, who deserve to be named and shamed, for the purpose of their own good and nothing more. And that's Peggy UK and his boyfriend, Westside30. Westside. Hashtag Thug Life Gangster. I'm sorry to say, but the way this guy played, he was about as gangster as a 97-year-old pensioner catching the 67 bus to the bingo hall to meet up with her other pensioner homie bitches and hopefully win a tin of spam. But Peggy UK was the worst offender out of the two. Now, like an idiot, I never learn. You know, I get agitated, I get aggressive, and whenever a camper kills me more than once, I find myself just charging head on into the room where he killed me, knowing full well he's going to be in the same place and maybe switch a corner, and he kills me again. I just don't learn. Now, I don't know why people have started camping so early, and the only thing I can assume, and this is trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, even though I don't sort of agree with anything they do. I mean, obviously everybody's entitled to play how they want to play. They bought the game, they can do what they want. But it is bloody annoying, you know, it's so hard to get streaks in this game, especially playing free-for-all. And it's just typical when you get so bloody close, one more kill for my wrath, and then somebody perched in a dark corner that just looks like part of the wall sprays you with a nice overpowered VMP and takes you down in about 3 bullets. Only to just stay in the same place, you know, doesn't even move. The arrogance of him just stays in the same place and just has a little, you know, scan left to right and waits for you to come back so he can kill you again. All I can really say about them is absolute irritating pair of bastards, but they did teach me one valuable lesson. And I'm going to share this valuable lesson that they taught me with you, so as you don't make the same mistake as me. And that would be, just don't play free-for-all. Avoid. It's more campy than Camp Granada, and it will only lead to you destroying your console, your controller, or if you're sitting close enough to you within arm's reach, your cat. Peggy UK and Westside 30, gangster granny motherfuckers, shove it up your ass. Respect. Apocalypse done.